So personally, I think that making a wrap pant or trouser, whichever you prefer to call it, should be stated in the book of sewing as a beginner's play around project. Now hear me out though. This is why I'm saying this. Now the first ever project I made, my first ever sewing project, was a wrap pant. Now at that point, I didn't even know what a crotch point means. I didn't even know what the tie points means. I just followed along a DIY direction, and just like that, I was able to make a multi-purpose wrap pant. So on this video, I'll be sharing those processes with you guys, but this time around, I'm just going to make mine a little more detailed, a little more easier for you to follow and make one for yourself. So at this point, if you have not subscribed to this channel, girl, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and hit on the subscribe button, and while you are down there, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you find it interesting and detailed, like I said, don't forget you can be able to share this video on any platform that you are on. So help me share, okay? And without no further ado, let's get into the sewing of this beautiful wrap pant. Now the step one is for you to know how much fabric you need to work with. As for me, for my size, I used 2.5 yards for my wrap pants. And another thing you need to know is why I use 2.5 yards is because I'll be folding this fabric lengthwise, so I wanted the length to be correct when I fold. That is why I use 2.5. But for the width of the fabric, I'll be telling you guys what we need to do. Like, everything is going to be detailed, so just know that I'm using 2.5 yards. And let's move into the step 2. Now step 2 is for us to fold this fabric into 4. Now this is how you're going to fold into 4. First of all, we're going to fold the length into 2. And once we have the length folded into 2, you should have 2 fabrics like this. And now we're going to go ahead and fold this into 4 from the width. So now we have the length into 2. We're just going to fold like this width-wise to give us 4 layers of fabric. So see me fold my width into 2, and now I'm getting 4 layers of fabric. Now after folding into 4, I'm just going to show you guys how much width of fabric I'll be working with after it is being folded into 4. So this is me counting 1, 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you have 4 fabrics, okay? 4 layers of fabric. Now step 3 is for us to confirm the length and the width of the fabric after folding. So let me go ahead and confirm mine. Please go ahead and confirm yours. Now the length I want to work with is 45 inches. And yes, I'm getting that, 45 inches. And the width I need to work with is 18 inches. So I'm just going to show you guys, and I have 18 inches. Now why 18 inches? The folding for me is my round hip divided by 4 plus 6 inches for the wrap, and then 1.5 for the hemming of the sides. My round hip is 42 divided by 4 gives you 10.5. Plus 6 gives you 16.5, plus 1.5 for hemming gives you 18 inches. Yes, girl, that is how I got that. Damn, wasting time on your dreams instead of mine. Yeah, about to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. Now step 4 is for us to create the crotch after folding into 4. Okay, now see my fabric laying here is already folded into 4. From the close edge where all the fabric meets, what I'll do is mark 5 inches in from this point. I'm just going to place my tape like this and go in by 5 inches. Now remember, what I'm marking from here is from the close edge, okay? So make sure you're marking from the close edge. And now I'm just going to mark 13 inches down. From the top of my fabric, I'll go down by 13 inches. This is just going to help me create the crotch curve. Go in on my ruler to get a straight line here and also straight line here, because I need to use my curve ruler to get a beautiful curve. So I'll just bring in my French curve. Is this called French curve? I don't even know what it's called, but yeah. So this is a curve ruler that one of the subscribers gifted me, okay? So yes, I am flexing it. So I'm just going to create a curve like this. And we have created the crotch curve for both the front and the back. Peace. Girl, this was really easy. I hope it's easy for you. I hope all the explanations and the steps have gotten you to this point. Now once you're done doing that, you can go ahead and open up this space because it is also in a closed edge and we need it open. Okay, so I'm just going to open up mine. I'll open up this part. And now I have the front and the back piece here, and I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. So this is how your fabric should be looking after creating the crotch. You should have a U at this point. So you can see mine, I have a U here, a perfect U. Okay, and I'm just going to go so round like this by 1/2 inch. On the U, I'm just going to go in by 1/2 inch round my U shape. Okay, please do that, 1/2 inch. So once I was done sewing, this is how it looks. Our step 5 is to create the curve on the length. Now this step is actually optional. If you don't want to have that curve like I do on my wrap pants, go ahead and skip this step. Okay, so I'm just folding this back just the way it was when we were creating the crotch curve, and I'm just going to make my curve here on the base. I'm just going to create a curve from the base of my pants. I'm just going in by 6 inches. You can see where my tape is right now. I'm just marking 6 inches in from this part. And now I'll move to the top part of my wrap. I'll go down by 15 inches. You can see where my tape is going to sit. I'll place my tape from the top part here. I'll go down by 15 inches. And I'm just going to connect both points together, the 6 inches down and this 15 inches. I'm just going to connect with a curve. Now at this point, if you don't have a curve ruler to give you the curve, you can go ahead and use your free hand and do this. Okay, so what I did was go in with my curve first, and when I saw it wasn't working, I just went in with my hand and I just did a curve at the base here, and you can see how it looks from the sides. The curve connects to the down, and I'm just going to cut this out because I'm satisfied with how it looks. So while cutting, I decided to leave 1/2 inch because I need to hem this, and I just need that to be there. I just need a 1/2 inch to be there. Okay, so this is what we have. One side from this U is the front and one other side is the back, and what I'll do now is go hem all parts in, all the sides to the down of my wrap. I'm just going to hem that in. I'll fold in twice and hem. So this is the front and this is the back sitting together. You guys, this is the easiest project. Please, as a beginner, you should be able to do this. Now step 6 is for us to create the band, and this is what you should do to create your band. Now see my wrap pants all hemmed up. All the sides are hemmed, the length is hemmed, leaving only the waist because we need to attach the band. Now I cut out 2 long fabric, 76 inches long and 3 inches wide. Now let's talk about this fabric. Why it is this long is the fabric for your band needs to go around your waist twice. Okay, so make sure it is as long as you want. Okay, now this is the fabric I have here. Like I said, I have 2 different fabric, one for the front and one for the back, and each is 76 inches long. Let's confirm that, 76 inches long each of them. And for the width, I have 3 inches wide, and this is because I want it to just be 1 inch after sewing. I just want 1 inch worth of band, so you can go ahead and do what you want for your band. So I'm just going to fold this into 2 and sew by 1/2 inch. So 3 folded into 2 gives you 1.5, and when you sew by 1/2 inch, you have 1 inch left of band. But before then, I need to find the middle point of my band. So on each of the band, I'm just going to indicate the middle point, and I'll tell you guys why. So I'll use my blue chalk to indicate the middle point, and now I'm just going to go back to the waist of my wrap pants, and I'll confirm the measurement I have from one side of the waist to the other side. I'm just going to place my tape and confirm what I have. Now I got 24 as the width of my waist, and what I need to do is divide 24 by 2, so you can see that each side from the middle points. So let's check from the middle point to this side, I have 12 inches. So I'm just going to mark that on the band. That means each side from the middle point of my band needs to be 12 inches. So it is still folded into 2 from the middle point. I'm just going to mark 12 inches in. Now what we're doing this is when we take this to the sewing machine to join after folding into 2, we need to stop at this 12 inches because we'll be placing our waist points in between the fabrics. Okay, I'll be showing you guys what I mean. So I'll take this to my sewing machine, I'll sew up all points, but when I get to the 12 on this side, I'll stop, and then I'll continue sewing after the other 12 inches I have from this part. Okay, I'm just going to leave the middle part 24 inches long and sew in the rest. Let's go do that. So see me here, I am done sewing, and this is what I have. All sides of the bands are closed up, and I'm just going to flip this to the right side. Remember that I have the middle point open, and 12 inches from each side of the middle point is open because my pants, the waist of my pants is going to be sitting there. So this is what I have. I'm just going to give this a good press and bring it back. So go press yours, okay? Go press yours and bring it back. So yes, after I am done pressing, this is what I have. Now you see the 1/2 inch I use in joining my band is just folded in here that I did not sew. So now I'll place the middle point on the middle point of my band. I'm just going to place it. Remember I already indicated that, so I'll place it at the middle point. I'll pin this down, and then I'll place the rest in between my band. Remember I have this part open on the band, I didn't sew it in. So I'm just going to place the waist in between the band. I'll pin this, and I'll take this to my sewing machine and top stitch. Okay, we're going to be doing that process too together. So let's just go do that. Okay, let me not talk too much, let's go do that. So you can see me closing the band from this point. I'm just going to keep sewing so I get to the other end of the band, not the total end, the points where I left open. I'm just going to keep top stitching and make sure I get a neat finish. And you guys, this is the way I used in creating my wrap pants. Please let me know in the comment section if you find the steps easy and it was simple for you to create one for yourself. Please let me know in the comment section, and please do not forget to like this video, like it, and help me share, girl. Help me share if you find this easy, if you find this detailed. Help me share. And I love you guys so much. I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Love and light to you and your loved ones. Bye.